Good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you happen to be watching this. I wanted to give you a quick overview of some of the things that are going on in Canvas here. Given that it's actually been live for a day or two now, I've made some tweaks as to how things look, how they work, and what links where. So I wanted to take you through some of these changes. So let's take a look. I'm going to look into one of my courses here. I'm going to choose my first period coding course. If this is not the class that you're in, don't panic. I have structured most of my classes so that they look very similar to each other. So on the home page, I'm going to go ahead actually into student view here so that you can see exactly what you would see. So on the home page, you got a few things going on here in these revamped pages. I've spent most of Tuesday revamping these. So over on the right, you have a list of things that are coming up in the class. This is your to-do list. So for example, you have some announcements, that's this little bullhorn. You have some assignments to do. Primarily right now, these are the attendance quizzes that are there for each day. So you got a couple more assignments, as well as a discussion. So we also have a whole list of buttons and some navigation off to the side here. So off to the side, we have several different things that you can go into. You got announcements, you can check your grades. I have some links to some other services that are offered through Canvas. I haven't quite gotten these set up for our classes yet, so you can ignore them for now, and we'll get into them a little later in the year. Down in the middle here, we have a whole bunch of buttons. We got the banner here telling you what class this is, as well as, like I said, a whole bunch of buttons. We got news from Farrell. If we click on this one, this takes you right to announcements. Now, announcements are how I am going to be getting information to you. So, for example, this was the announcement that I posted Tuesday morning. So, good morning or afternoon, here's what we're doing today, and here's a link to what we're doing today. If you click that link, bingo, it takes you right to the week 1, day 2 Smart Start. So we got a little assignment here, and of course I have not, as my fake student here, I've not posted a reply, so I can't see what's there. But announcements here are how I'm going to be primarily getting information to you, especially this first week, and especially if you are e-learning. Your job is going to be to check announcements every day, to see what's up, to see what's going on. That is going to be my primary method of communication each day through Canvas with you. So if we go back home here, we also have this attendance checkbox here. So again, if you are e-learning, which all of us are this first week, and if you are e-learning throughout the semester, this button is going to be your best friend. So if you click on that, it brings you to the weekly attendance. Now for example, today is Tuesday when I'm filming this, so if I click on Tuesdays, I get the attendance quiz. That loads up. Okay, I'm going to begin this attendance quiz. Click the picture to record your attendance. Oof. Okay, and I submit. I will not be able to change my answers. Submit. Alright, I just won. Congratulations. If you can do that, then you can record your attendance for each day. Again, if you are e-learning, this is very, very, very important, because this is how I will be taking the attendance each day. Now, if you notice here, it's Tuesday right now. Let's say I go to Wednesday, and I click on Wednesdays. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to get all my attendance to. Oh, it's locked. Okay. Maybe I'll go to Thursdays. Nope, that is locked. Okay. I have all these locked for each day. The idea being that if you are there and participating in my class, you'll be there each day. So they are locked to the day that they are open. So let's go back to the home here. So again, if you are e-learning, which again, all of us are the first week, and many of you are throughout the semester, you need to make sure to stop in on that every single day and take the attendance quiz. We also have a link here for How to Canvas. Now this link is not live yet because I'm recording this video right now, but what will be in there is this video. If you're watching this, chances are you clicked on that button for How to Canvas. I think if you click on it right now, it just says access denied or something. Yeah. So That's what's going to be in there is this video that you're watching right now. You also have a button here for About the Class. If you're in robotics, it'll say About Robotics. And it's just a very, very quick, simple blurb about what the class is and what it's about, just in case you kind of forget what exactly this course is all about. We also have here the Zoom class link. For this first week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I will be doing Zooms with all of my classes. During e-learning, I will be doing Zooms on different days, which means that you will need to keep an eye on the announcements, because I will be announcing what days we're Zooming each week for the virtual students. That is students in my first period, which is blended, my fifth period, which is full virtual, and my sixth period, which is blended. So if you click on that, it'll offer to open up Zoom. And for example, this particular one is not live right now, but it opens up Zoom and all that kind of good stuff. So let's head back here. We also have About Mr. Farrell. So if you are curious who the heck this guy is, there's a little bit about me, a little bit about the classes that I teach, as well as like required materials for each class. All that kind of good stuff. I have a button here for what is engineering. This is sort of my philosophy on what engineering is and how it works with our world. If you're curious what my mindset is as I'm approaching this class and what I encourage you guys to think about, then absolutely read through this. We discuss this heavily throughout class. We have a list of some useful links. These are links to things that we use all the time in class. One of the first one here is Office.com. I use Office.com very heavily in our classes. I use our OneNote notebooks, which we'll be setting up once school legit starts in the second week there. We use those very heavily. We do a lot of our work in them. We also have a link here to Clever. So Clever offers a single sign-in. You sign in once, and then you have access to literally every service that the county offers. It's a very, very handy website. We also have a link here to Code.org. So Code.org, if you are in my coding classes, that is a site that we will be using very, very heavily for much of our curriculum. You are going to learn to love it. If you are in robotics, we do use Code.org in there as well. Simply as more of a tool for some extra practice when it comes to some of our programming techniques. But we do use Code.org a bit in there as well. And there's this last button here for emergency lesson plans. So this button right here, the whole idea behind that is if I am out for a little while for whatever reason, I did not plan on being out and I do not have plans already made, then I will put out an announcement saying, "Hey kids, I don't have stuff prepared for you. Go into emergency lesson plans. That button is active." And then you click in there, and that takes you to some emergency lessons. So that way, when you guys are on your absolute best behavior for whatever sub we have in there, you guys got stuff to do. Again, right now that button is not active because I'm here. So that's sort of a quick overview of a lot of the stuff that's going to be going on in our course. So a few things for you guys to focus on. E-learning for the first week, as well as e-learning for the rest of the year. This attendance button here, right here, is going to be your best friend. That is one of your top priorities, is to make sure that you go through that attendance quiz. You have the announcements button here, news from Farrell. That is where I will be communicating to you what we are doing through Canvas each day. So make sure that you check that as well, especially if you're in e-learning, as well as your to-do. Again, this will list upcoming assignments, all that kind of stuff, due dates, whenever I put them in Canvas, all that kind of good stuff. So I hope this helps you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm kidding. You don't have to. I don't actually care. And I will see you guys in the next Zoom. Take care. Bye.